Yeah, we'll start with the chapter data handling. In class 6th as well as in 7th, you have learned something related to data handling.
Yes, sir.
What is data handling?
The data handling is a way to arrange
Any collected information is called data. Arranging them in an organized manner is known as data.
Arranging them means which one?
Sir, collecting data and organizing the data is known as data handling.
Connecting and organizing. Data handling is a part of statistics. The word statistics, you will understand it in next class, means in class 9th. Data handling means the collection and representation or presentation of the data so that it could be used in further studies and to find some result. Who will be collecting the data is known as an observer. An observer can collect data for so many purposes. What is the meaning of data? Data means a piece of information like numbers, words, measurements, symbols, and all these informations are collected by an observer. There are basically two types of data. One is primary data. The other one is secondary data. What is the meaning of primary data? If an observer collects the information by himself, is called as primary data. If the observer is collecting the information by himself or herself, the data is known as primary data. Secondary data means if an observer collects the information from the information which is collected already by some other. What is the example for primary data? Suppose if I say somebody like Sudeep to collect how many are present in the WebEx meeting right now. He can collect the information directly. It's a primary data. He can see how many have logged in, right? So that is primary data. Secondary data means the data which is collected from a source. So for example, a piece of information like it would rain today, that you must have seen in a newspaper or a news channel, that's a secondary data. All right. You have come across so many situations where data has been collected, like runs made by a batsman in 10 matches, number of wickets taken by a bowler in last 10 ODIs, marks scored by students of your class in a mathematics test, the number of storybooks read by each of your friends. Like this, many information can be collected. Your class 8 is completely based on the graphical representation of the data. What is graphical representation? The group data can be represented graphically for its clear picture, and it is easiest way to understand the data. There are many ways of graphical representation which we have studied, like pictograph. We all have studied this pictograph right from class 6. When we represent the data through the pictures or symbols, it's called as a pictograph. Look at this. Here, one tree represents 10 trees. Here, one picture which is there here, it represents 10 trees. Here, by looking at this particular pictograph, you can see how many GABA are present. So this way of representing a particular thing using symbol is called as a pictograph. Here, each of the picture represents 10 trees. The second type of graph which we have come across in previous classes is bar graph. In the bar graph, the information represented by the bars of same width with equal gap, but the height of the bars respective values. We have seen this type of bar graph. What information you get it from this particular bar graph?
Sir, pet surveys, sir.
Sir, we know that the lines are vertical.
Here you can see some numbers are mentioned towards the x-axis, and towards the y-axis we have got the category which gives the pet, and there is a title here. Title is pet survey. By looking at the graph, you can infer certain information, like this is a graph of pet survey, and which particular pet animal is liked by the most people.
Rabbit, sir.
So it becomes easy. Here, the name of pets are represented on the horizontal line, and the values of the respective pets are shown on the heights of the bar. And major thing you must know is there is a equal gap. Here, major thing you must observe is the gap between each of the bars is constant. Okay, double bar graph also you have come across in class 7. In 7th, this was there. Why do we need a double bar graph? Rajwal,
Sir?
you were telling something?
No, sir.
Okay, tell something now. What is double bar graph? Why do we require it?
Sir, we need double bar because when we compare any
Yes.
means when we comparing any two things with the help of bar graph, then we are need of double bar graph.
Very good. So basically, double bar graph is required for comparison. You compare any two quantities, we require a double bar graph, something like this. I'm going to show you the double bar graph.
Marks in first semester and second semester.
Yeah. To compare some data, we can use double bar graph as it gives the information of two quantities simultaneously. Look at the double bar graph for here. It's a graph of number of students and the mark score as somebody put across term 1 and term 2. Likewise, here test 1 and test 2 is mentioned. You can observe basic thing that the bars are represented with two different colors. Your blue indicates the test 1 mark, and this red indicates the test 2 mark.
Test 2.
Here there are few students, precisely 5 students marks are being compared.
Yes, sir.
Which student has got very good marks?
Arjun.
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 Arjun, sir.
Arjun.
Is it?
Yes, sir.
What about the test 1 and test 2? In which one he has scored good marks?
Sir, in both, sir.
Test 2.
Sir, in both.
In both test 1 and test 2, Arjun has got a very good mark.
Good mark.
You can, Ajay, your,
Sir,
yeah.
according to him, he scored in test 2 good marks, sir.
In both, if you observe, the height of the bar is larger. So Arjun has
Sir, in
scored.
both exams he did top.
Yeah, in both the exam he has done well.
Yes, sir.
Here the graph represents the marks of students in two different tests altogether. So we can compare the marks very easily. Next, we should know the meaning of organizing data. Whenever some information is collected, it will not be organized. The information which is collected is called as a raw data. Any data which is available in the unorganized form is called as a raw data. When raw data is arranged in a systematic manner, it becomes a presentation of data. How do we do this arrangement? How do we arrange the data? We can arrange the data either in ascending order
Descending order.
or in a descending order. At this point of time, I would like to ask you, related to this ascending and descending order, what information you can obtain?
Sir, median.
Suppose I ask 10 students marks and randomly 10 student marks are written. If I arrange this in ascending and descending order, what information I get?
Sir, we can get the lowest student mark and highest student mark easily, sir, and we can understand it, sir.
Correct. Very
Sir, we
good.
can get median also.
Sir, we can
Very
obtain
good.
range.
Sir, the middle value median.
We also know easily the student who scored high marks and low marks, sir.
Frequencies.
So you have this information: highest mark, lowest mark, and somebody is saying the middle marks also can be obtained. Correct? Middle marks also can be obtained.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Have you come across this word range in class 7th? You have learned this?
Yes, sir. We studied.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. What is range?
Sir, highest value minus lowest value, sir.
When you have the highest value and the lowest value, the difference gives the range.
The
Exactly
difference
correct.
between highest score and lowest score are called as a range, sir.
Suppose if I am comparing the marks of say 8A, 8B, 8C, if I want to compare these marks, how do I compare this?
Doing percentage.
Percentage? Should I take the percentage of each and every student of that particular class?
No, sir, average.
No, sir, we can
Sir,
add all of
average.
these marks and we
Sir,
can compare.
average.
Yes, very good. Somebody says average. Very good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, average of the students.
Okay, Tarun.
Average.
Tarun, what is the meaning of average?
Sir, can I tell, sir?
Yeah.
Sum of all the observation divided by the number of observations.
Sum of all the observations divided by number of observations is called as average. You are exactly correct. What is the other word used for average?
Median, sir.
mean,
Median, sir. Median, sir.
Mean.
Sir, mean.
Mean is the alternate
yes, sir, it's
word
mean.
for average.
Yes, sir, it's mean. Sir, mean.
Somebody is saying another word, median. What does it mean? Median.
No, sir, it's mean.
Sir, median. Middle value.
Middle value, sir. Median.
Median is the middle value.
Total number, sir.
Suppose if I note down the marks like this, say 7, 5, 6, 5, 10, 15. There are 6 marks written here. Can somebody say me the median?
Yes, sir.
Sir, we should arrange it in ascending order. Upon
Yeah.
two.
First, we should ascending order.
So we have to add both the numbers in the middle.
Okay, you are telling it correct. Is it compulsory that you have to make it in an ascending order only?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
No, sir. Formula.
Sending.
Not necessary.
Ascending and
We can,
descending, sir.
yeah, we can write them in ascending or a descending order. Suppose if I write them in a descending order, 15, 10, 6,
15, 10,
6, 5, 5. No, one more is there, right?
Yes,
I
sir.
missed
7.
it out. There is
7 is
7
there, sir.
also. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now all 6 marks are written. What is the median?
Sir,
6.5.
we should add
Sir, 7.
middle two numbers and divide by 2,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
When we find out the middle, there are two middle modes, 7 and 6.
Sir,
We-
mean of
we
the two
should-
numbers, sir.
We should take the mean of these two numbers. So
Yes,
it comes out to be 6.5. 6.5 is correct.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So median is the middle value. The middle value can be found in a easier way if there are odd number of observations. Here there are even number. So it depends on odd number of observation or even number of observation. Here when you look at this, there are totally 6 observations. So 6 by 2
Is equal to 3,
plus
sir.
6 by 2 plus 1 divided by 2. If I apply this formula, this is third observation plus the fourth observation divided by 2. Third observation is 7, fourth observation is 6, divided by 2 gives median.
6.5 is a median, sir.
6.5.
Sir,
Correct.
here mean is 24.
Mean is 24. How did you
Range
calculate?
Range
How
is
did
10,
you
sir.
calculate?
13, sir, total number of observation divided by
7 plus 5 plus 6
Okay, let me write it here. What is the total?
48. 7 plus 5
total is
12 plus 6 18. 18
Sir,
plus
48, sir. Yes, sir. 48.
48, sir.
48
Yes, sir.
divided by
48.
6.
Divided by 6
Yes,
Is
sir.
equal to 8.
20, 8, sir.
6 8. 6 8.
Eight.
48.
8 is the
Mean.
Mean. Sir, mean.
One more thing I would like to give at this stage. There is some particular observation which has repeated more than once.
Frequency.
5, sir.
5 is the
Mode 5.
Mode.
in general, if
It is a
highest
mode, sir.
repeated observation is there, we can find the mode.
Sir,
Mode
it's
means
5 is
the
a mode, sir.
Highest frequency.
repeated observation.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Certain terms related to data organizing we have to learn, like frequency. Somebody had said just now, frequency. Frequency tells us the number of times a particular quantity repeats itself. We have to
sir.
learn frequency distribution table also. What does this frequency distribution table refers to?
The tally marks, sir.
So tally
Let me
marks.
put it across. Yes, somebody says tally mark should be there.
Yes, sir. Tally
Yes,
marks.
tally mark will be there. Then
Yes, sir.
apart from that,
Class interval.
The frequency should be also marked in numbers.
observation should be there. This can be in terms of a class interval, if provided it is a group data. So what is this group data and all? We'll see in the next session. For this session, you just tell me if observation is there, tally mark is there, can we make a frequency table?
Yes, sir.
Suppose
Yes, sir.
The frequency can
look at this table here. It's a frequency table of bag of stickers. Here color choices are given as observation. Here tally mark is given here. Along with the tally mark, there is frequency also. What is the use of writing this in a frequency table?
So we can understand it easily, sir.
Like Like which color is preferred by many?
7.
So yellow.
Yellow and red, sir.
Yellow and red, sir.
Yellow and red, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yellow and red.
It is useful because we can count easily, sir.
Can somebody tell me why do we require this tally mark? When we can have frequency, why do we want this tally mark?
Sir, we cannot represent large value in lining, sir. So we can line as 4 lines and over it 1 line, sir. A set of 5 lines as 5.
My question is, when you have a frequency of 7, why do we require this 5 plus 1 plus, sorry, 5 plus 2? Why do we require this?
So instead of
Sir, it's
trying
the old method.
more lines.
Suppose if I take a situation that the favorite breakfast you prefer, let me make a list. We'll ask with Ajay. Ajay, favorite breakfast?
What?
Ajay, your favorite breakfast?
My favorite breakfast is chapati.
Chapati. Okay. Samarth,
So, eating stuff.
I am not going to give you breakfast here. You just tell the name.
Sir, it is that.
Huh? Samarth is sleeping. Abhinav?
Dosa, sir.
Sir, dosa.
Dosa. Shoban?
Sir, Pongal, sir.
Pongal. Akash?
Dosa.
Dosa. Basangouda Sasnur.
Idli, sir.
Idli, sir. Suppose if I randomly write some more.
Dosa, pongal.
If I want to make a table out of this, here comes the food item and the number of people liking the food item. That's the frequency.
Frequency.
Suppose if I want to write, say, chapati, I have to keep searching where chapati is there, then I have to write 1 here, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Suppose if I dosa is written here, I have to count
4, sir.
where dosa is there.
Yes, sir.
4.
4.
4 are there.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Pongal.
How many roti is there?
1.
If the observation is only this much, it's easy. If this information is collected for a group of 50 people, it becomes difficult to count.
Yes.
So what we prefer is the tally mark. The use of tally mark is, suppose if chapati is to be written, I strike out this in this particular line, next line, I am going to search. So there is only one, so it becomes easy. Suppose Pongal, if I want to take, I have to strike this in the first line, strike this in the second line, totally 2 are there. So tally marks will give us the way to identify a particular observation. All right.
Yes, sir.
In this class, important concept which we studied is central tendency. In this central tendency, we have 3 categories. First one is a mean, second one is a median, and the third one is a mode.
What, sir?
Sir, range.
Range.
Range is not
Range is not
considered as a central tendency. These three are considered as central tendency. Mean, it
What is
refers
this?
to sum of all observations,
Divided by
number of observations.
Number of observations.
median.
Median, I'll take it later. Mode is the highest repeated observation.
Observation. Observation.
Yes. Now coming to the median, there are two ways. If n is a odd number, if n is even number. If the number of observations are odd, then the median is n plus 1 by 2th observation. What is this n plus 1 by 2th observation? I'll tell you. Suppose if the number of observation is 7, if 7 observations are there, then median will be
4, sir.
7 plus 1 by 2th observation.
8 divided by 2.
So it means that it is a 4th observation.
Yes, sir.
4 is not the median, 4th observation is the median, but then the observations are to be arranged in either ascending order or in a descending order. This is very important. If the number of observation is even, then median will be n by 2 plus n by 2 plus 1 divided by 2, the average of these two. Suppose n is 10, then the median is
5th observation.
5th plus 6th divided by 2. All right.
5.5.
7.5, sir.
Median is not the 5th observation or the 6th observation. It is the average of 5th and 6th observation.
Yes, sir.
Understood?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now I will ask you to refer the book if you have and
Sir,
collect the information about group data. What is the meaning of group data? This we have to search.
Grouping data. That
Yeah.
data is
Why do we require to group the data? What is the meaning of tally mark in the group data? How to write the frequency? This we are going to learn it in the next class. And also we are going to represent group data.
Okay, sir.
To represent this group data, we use another way of graphical representation. It is called as a histogram.
Sir, it is without gap.
There is no gap. It's called as a histogram. There is no gap between the bars.
Yes.
All right. So we shall end today's class here. In the tomorrow's class, we shall take up group data and representation of the group data.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Any doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
If you have doubt, you can just raise hand. You can ask.
Sir, why do we make tally marks? Sir, we can know the number of observation marks only.
Pardon? Repeat. Repeat the question.
Sir, why do we need to make tally marks, sir? We can know the numbers only, sir. We can get to know what is written in numbers. Sir, then why we need to draw tally marks?
Suppose if I take 50 different numbers here, if I want to make a tabular column, it becomes difficult for us to note down the numbers. Say, for example, 7, 10, 7, 15, 13, 7, 6, 5, 15, 20, something like this numbers are there. To see different line, it becomes difficult. Suppose these many lines numbers are there.
Yes, sir.
So 7, if I want to choose, it becomes difficult to search now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So when I strike this 7 once, I will make a tally mark 1. One more I will strike. Beside that, I will write one more line.
Three, sir.
3. Suppose here some more are there. Here some more are there. How many are there here now? This is strike down.
3, 4,
This is
5,
strike
6,
down.
7, sir.
2 more are there.
7. Yes, sir.
Sorry, 2 more were there. So tally mark gives us a easier way to represent. Clear, Ashutosh?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes. Any other doubt?
Sir.
No, sir.
Sir.
Asini has a doubt? Asini?
No, sir. Anup Goda Patil.
Anup has a doubt. Yes. What is the doubt, sir?
Sir, in this chapter, we will be going to learn pie chart also, sir.
Yeah, pie chart is also a part of this chapter. Not only that, you have something called as a probability. This is also a part of this chapter. We are going to learn this also.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Probability also will learn.
Yes.
sir,
Yes, any other doubt?
sir, like double bar graph is there triple bar graph and 4 times bar graph.
Yeah, it is there. See, it's a comparison. Suppose if there are 5 different sections in a class, in a particular class, if I want comparison of average marks in each subject, I can have a graph containing 5 different bars.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So we shall end the meet now. We shall take up
Yes, sir.
group data in the next class. Thank you.